Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Rabbi zidni ilma. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon everyone. Hope you will be having a great day since morning, and you will be studying for your exams, as well as you will be also studying different journal books for refreshment as well as for getting information and getting knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowledge opens door to opportunity, achievements, wealth and success. Therefore it is said knowledge is power, because it opens the door to opportunity. When you have knowledge, when you are knowledgeable, and when you have got knowledge or accumulated knowledge from different sources, from books, from observations, from taking classes, from listening, from talking to people, from different experiences of life, so you will get opportunity. Whatever you want to become, or whatever person you want to become, or whatever career you want to choose, whatever exam you want to pass, whatever interview you want to qualify, whatever scholarship you want to avail, so you will get opportunities for all those things. Secondly, knowledge is power because it opens door for achievements. Now, whatever goals you have set for yourself, whatever targets you have set, whatever ambition do you have, whatever dreams do you have, so if you want to achieve all those things, then knowledge is the key, because it opens the door for achievements. Knowledge is power just because it opens door to success. So if you want to be successful, then we must work on accumulating knowledge. We must start studying books. We must start attending classes. You must start observing the world, the people. You must start talking to people. And knowledge is power just because it opens door to wealth and happiness. So if you want to be wealthy and if you want to be happy as well, then we must focus on getting knowledge or acquiring knowledge. And we must try to learn new things on daily basis. And we must go through different experiences on daily basis so that we may develop new knowledge, we may learn new knowledge, and we may add to it to our previous knowledge. Now the question is, what is knowledge? So knowledge is a familiarity, awareness, or understanding of someone or something, such as facts, information, descriptions, which is acquired through experience and education by perceiving, discovering, or learning. So this is one definition of knowledge. Knowledge can refer to theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. So if we say that I want to have knowledge of a subject, so we must have theoretical and practical understanding of that subject. So this is how we will get knowledge of that subject. And if we want to have knowledge, then we must develop familiarity or awareness or understanding of a subject. And we can do it through experience as well as through education. If you want to be knowledgeable, we must get education. If you want to be knowledgeable, we must go through different experiences in our life. This is how we will become a knowledgeable person. If you want to become a knowledgeable person, then we must perceive. We must think. How do we perceive the world? How do we perceive people? How do we perceive each and every event in our life? So we must focus on that. And if we want to be knowledgeable, we must discover. we must discover new things, we must discover ourselves, we must discover the world. And if you want to be knowledgeable, then we must learn. You must try to learn new things. So knowledge is understanding gained through experience and learning. To have knowledge means to know or to be aware of some things. Knowledge is awareness of facts, familiarity with individual or situation, or practical skills. Knowledge is also practical skill. And many philosophers, they define knowledge as established true belief. According to philosophers, knowledge is what? Knowledge is established true beliefs. Knowledge is a belief according to philosophers, but that the belief which is established and which is true, which people recognize, which people understand that this, yes, this is true. So according to philosophers, knowledge is established true belief. This is the definition of philosophers of knowledge. And knowledge is the facts or information which you can use or recall. So knowledge is facts or information which you can use or you can recall. And education is the process through which we gain information or we get information or knowledge. Now, there are different sources of knowledge. Like one is the revealed source of knowledge, like Quran or all the revealed book. This is one source of, or the greatest source of knowledge. Quran is the fountainhead of knowledge. It is the greatest source of knowledge. The second source of knowledge is perception. Perception is the practice of which involves all senses through which we understand the external world. Through perception, we understand the external world, what happens in the outside world. We learn about people, we learn about events, phenomena, different things, different procedural methods, different theories. So, this is another source of knowledge, perception. The third source of knowledge is introspection. Introspection allows people to learn about their mental state or process. So introspection is the source of knowledge through which we learn about our own self. We learn about our mental state and process. So through perception we learn about external world. But through introspection we learn about our internal world. We learn about our thoughts, we learn about our feelings, we learn about our emotions, we learn about our values, we learn about our character, our strength, our weaknesses, our area for improvement. We learn about our choices, our likes and dislikes. We learn about our intentions, our ambition, our dreams. So introspection is another source of knowledge. There are some other source of knowledge like memory. Memory is also a source of knowledge. The next source of knowledge is rational intuition. Then we have inference. Inference is also a source of knowledge. Through inference we also get knowledge. And testimony. Through testimony we also get knowledge. So these are the sources of knowledge, and through these sources we get knowledge. So the revealed source of knowledge, the perception, the introspection, the memory, the rational intuition, the inference, and the testimony. These are the different sources of knowledge. Now, according to some experts, there are three types of knowledge. Mainly there are three types of knowledge. One is called explicit knowledge, the second one is implicit knowledge, and the third one is called tacit knowledge. Now, what is explicit knowledge? Explicit knowledge is that knowledge which is easy to articulate or share, which is easy to write down, and which is easy to share with others. This is called explicit knowledge. So if you have such knowledge which you can easily share with other people, which you can easily write down, and which you can easily talk about, or you can easily articulate, so that knowledge is what knowledge? That is explicit knowledge. Now, what is implicit knowledge? Implicit knowledge is the application of explicit knowledge. Whatever knowledge you have, whatever explicit knowledge you have, when you apply it in your practical life, so it becomes implicit knowledge. So the application of explicit knowledge is called implicit knowledge. Now, what is tacit knowledge? So tacit knowledge is different from explicit knowledge. Why? Because tacit knowledge is the knowledge which we gain from personal experience, and which is more difficult to share or express. Tacit knowledge is difficult to express. You cannot say easily. You cannot share it with other people easily, because that you have got from your personal experience. So that is called tacit knowledge. We have some other kind of knowledge as well, like factual knowledge, which is about terminology and details. Factual knowledge. People say this is factual. So factual knowledge is about terminology and details. The second one is conceptual knowledge. What is conceptual knowledge? Conceptual knowledge is the knowledge which the relationship among pieces of concept and theories. So it is a relationship among pieces of concepts and theories, the conceptual knowledge. Concept and theories are there. It is about concept and theories, conceptual knowledge. The third one is procedural knowledge. Now, what is procedural knowledge? Procedural knowledge is about procedure and methods of concepts or theories and problems. So it is the procedure or methods of, procedural knowledge is the procedure or methods of theories and problems. And one more kind of knowledge is called metacognitive knowledge. Metacognitive. Now, what is metacognitive knowledge? Metacognitive knowledge is the knowledge learning about the knowledge about learning strategies. When you want to learn some strategies, so this knowledge is called metacognitive knowledge. Now, why knowledge is power? Everybody say knowledge is power. So why? Why they say knowledge is power? So in the start I told you people that knowledge is power because it opened door to opportunity, to achievements, to success and to wealth and to happiness. Knowledge is power because it solves problems. We have problems in our life, and knowledge has the power to solve all those problems. Knowledge enhances our skills of perception and problem solving. A strong base of knowledge, it helps brain to work smoothly and more effectively. So those people who are knowledgeable, their brains work smoothly and more effectively. And those people who have knowledge, they have understanding, they have familiarity, they have awareness about things, about people, about situations. So they can solve all kind of problems. They can take great decisions, and therefore they can live a great life. So, therefore, it is said knowledge is power because it can solve problems. It solves all our problems. Now, if you want to live a tension-free life, if you want to live a peaceful life, if you don't want to have problems in our life, and if you want to have achievements, to have success, then we must focus on gaining knowledge, acquiring knowledge, and the sources I share with you people, we must try to take full benefit of all these sources. And this is how we will learn about the world, and we will also learn about our own self. This is how we will learn about the subjects which we want to study, which we are interested in, or which we read to love or study to love. So if you want to master any subject, then it is possible only when we start studying that subject. And when we get practical and theoretical knowledge of that subject, when we get practical and theoretical understanding of that subject. So this is how we will get knowledge of that subject, and then it will be easy for us to enjoy that subject. So knowledge we gain through experience and education. So in life, if we go through different experiences, so we should consider ourselves blessed and lucky that we have those experiences, because we learn from our experiences. And if there are problems or difficulties or challenges, so we must look at those problems, those difficulties, those challenges as opportunities, learning opportunities. So this is how we will learn from those opportunities, those challenges, and this is how we will improve ourselves. We will become physically, mentally tough, we will become wise, we will become rational, we will become logical, we will become intelligent, we will become smart. So knowledge is power just because it makes us smart, and this is how we start solving our problems. So knowledge is of great importance, and we should try to get all kind of knowledge: religious knowledge, scientific knowledge, and so we should study books on different subjects so that we may have understanding of different things in our life. And this is how, and knowledge is important for our overall well-being. It is important for our spiritual well-being, it is important for our emotional well-being, it is important for our physical, mental, and social well-being. So if we want to have a great life, then we must invest our each and every moment and second in the pursuit of knowledge and